Hello. Is anybody there? Hello. Wake up. Wake up. It looks like nobody joined me. I don't know. I might be late. My computer says is off by a couple hours, but it says 02, and my phone said 10 a.m. straight up. So I'm not really sure what's the actual exact time anymore. One day my phone was ahead of time. It wasn't accurate. So that surprised me. I had to change the settings, and who knows if it flipped back to that or not. You know what? Here, let me change this curtain because you don't want to see all the junk in the kitchen too. Let me open or close it as the case may be. Stretch it out so you just see the bamboo look on the old shower curtain we got blocking the kitchen. We put that to try to hold in some heat into this room because it's a vast area there and it cools the place off. And it looks like I just lost somebody that was here. Darn it. I had one customer left. Can't win them all. Anyway, so yeah, I'm here live, Pacific Permaculture. Let's see. It looks like that little thermostat thing or whatever it is coming out of my head. The way this thing is right over my, looks like right over my cranium. It looks like some religions have a little tiny cap they put on their head. That's that thing on the wall. Looks like it's coming out of my head. Seems like. Sorry, I'm not in the garden today. I'm having some online issues over at that residence, so I'm just taking this from Oakland. We'll just have a little talk. Not going to be in the garden, and until I resolve that, I don't know if it's a problem with the phone line or who knows. But it doesn't seem to stream as well. In fact, even the lighting may not be as good, huh? Is that better? Somebody's here, but they don't want to comment. I don't know why. But if you want to comment something in the chat, feel free. You comment anything you want. Say, hey, nice day. I hated coming here. Shirt looks horrible. Well, yeah, whatever you want. It's a free country, last I heard. So I'm getting high. So who's ever here can see that maybe and go, oh, he says something. Let me respond. Anyway, so the main theme of today is, I didn't have a super great, wonderful theme, but here's the thing. I know in a lot of places this shelter in place is ending, so I'm a little bit behind the game here talking about this, but here's what I've done. Okay, they said, wash your hands for 20 seconds every time. Okay, and you start adding up all the times you're going to do that. Guess what? Your hands are going to get all dry, especially on the backside, and crack, and they're going to hurt. So here's what I do. I got these kind of nitrile gloves in my size, and I wear those. And then the other thing is I made my own spray because I couldn't, sanitizing spray was hard to find. So I got Yale spray bottle, water and bleach solution. What I did is when you get a bleach bottle, there's that little cap on top. So I fill that cap with a bleach, and then I put it into like a quart jar, big mason jar, about yay big. And then I fill that with water to dilute it. So then I dump it into Yale spray bottle. Okay. So then if it doesn't fill, I do it again till it's full. And then I just use this. I mean, don't ask me if it's the scientific ratio to kill everything. It's enough that I feel confident about it. When you smell this bleachy smelling air, you're doing some good. You're killing off some bad stuff, I think. So that's the thing. That's what I've been doing. And then I bring some paper towels with me everywhere, in a big plastic bag. I have my paper towel roll. And I don't spray everything like I was 2 months ago, going crazy. I would bring things home, say pasta sauce in the jar, cans of soup, and all this, and spraying it. From what I understand, the thing, corona or whatever it is, maybe flu germ, whatever kinds of germs, the virus thing is supposed to only last on there and be viable for 3 days. So you know what? Now I just let that stuff sit there a few days instead of spraying everything off and all that. And I do wash down the fruits like they recommend, but when I'm going to eat them, and minimize the chaos and the craziness of it. You can still take precautions without getting all goofy. And the other thing is I use my spray bottle to spray, trying to see my hand, a paper towel. And then what I do is I just wipe down the surface of my phone. Okay. So that kills anything there, because of course your phone is always like that, always everywhere with you. Anyway, so yeah, those are things that I've been doing. And the other thing is I've been taking vitamin D capsules every day. And knock wood, everything, safe and healthy as far as I know. And the other thing, I see some goodness in this idea that it could be your last 2 weeks of life. It causes us to focus. Don't panic. Take precautions and focus your time. And I'm a little disappointed because I invited like 10 different channels here. I told them, and it's kind of a low turnout. Maybe I was a minute late or something. Anyway, or maybe they're just figuring out. Some of them are from the East Coast. Maybe they're goofed up on the time. Maybe they came here earlier, or they're thinking it's an hour later or what. So, and I got chatting with an acquaintance of mine. Called me on the phone, chat. And I said, finally, I have to go live. What? Live? The person said, what? I said, live stream. I said, on my YouTube, I have to go live. So then I said, I got to let you go. So that caused me to be here on the late side, even though I started this up at like 9:30 trying to get it rolling. So in any case, I want to address those issues. And the other thing is, look, we're coming into summer, kind of a springtime here in the West for sure. Summer, good time to grow veg. I'm going to suggest that everybody who can grow some veg, even if it's only one plant this year. Next year, maybe you can grow a second plant. And plan for abundance. Don't just accidentally get abundance and say, well, maybe I'll share it. Plan to have abundance that you can share. Some people can't garden, don't know how to garden. Maybe they're too old, feeble, whatever, that they can't. Maybe they could use a little bit of your garden abundance. Maybe that'll give them a boost. Doing good is never a bad thing. Okay, so I'm just suggesting we all kind of link arms and get through all these chaotic times of life and, help each other a bit. You don't have to give them everything you got. Just help them a little bit. I'm sure nobody's going to hate you for helping them. So, even if your intentions don't come out the way you'd like, having good intentions and moving forward is still a good thing. Okay. Oh, I did the wrong thing. I'm trying to sign into something. And multitasking is not always a good thing. Okay. Get misfocused. I think our nature is not to be multitaskers so much, because say there's a charging rhino coming at you, or a buffalo. our focus should then be like, let me get out of the way. Let me not get run down by the herd, or let me spear one of those because I'm going to have them for dinner. Not focusing on that. A groundhog, some guy going to throw a tomahawk at me, whatever. We should not be like trying to focus on 8 things at once. Our society's got kind of insane with all this multitasking. I think really we're meant to be monotaskers. We're meant to think of one thing at a time, deal with one thing at a time. If you can do several without much drama, good for you. But I don't think that's our nature to have that. It says participants 1, but it doesn't say who. So I guess that's just, maybe I'm the lone participant they were mentioning here. Anyway, it's a lively live here. I'm glad everybody can join me. Thanks for coming along. I really appreciate that I have so many subscribers. And I was going to do a 100 subscriber giveaway, but it got past me because I wasn't ready. And all of a sudden, boom, I got all these extra subscribers than I was only in the 80 something. I thought, it'll be a year. Next thing, within a couple weeks, boom, I was over 100, and kind of threw me off. So I'm going to try for 200 subscriber giveaway. Okay, I don't know for sure how to set that up. I've never done this, so bear with me. And if you know somebody might like this channel, promote it to them, because that's how I'll get up to 200. And we can keep this whole thing of taking care of each other and the earth better that way. For those who are a little bit uninitiated, the permaculture motto, I guess you'd call it, is earth care, people care, and fair share. So the old sharing is caring logo goes good with permaculture, right? So the more we share to give someone else a break, they can eat better, fresh food. We can get away from this giant thousands of acres being cultivated in monocrop, where it lends to really noxious chemicals being sprayed, which is not healthy for the soil, the air, the water, ultimately us, or any of the wildlife. So this type of thing, we got to work towards having a healthier system overall for us, for other beings that eat the things and breathe the things that are getting sprayed out. Hi. I don't know. I just got someone that joined here. Looks like I got 2 on. Anybody chat if you like. Shout out your channel. That's what this is all about. It doesn't matter how many subscribers you have. You could have 20 million if you want to shout out. Oh, hi, Howie. Welcome. I like your series you've had going on. That's really cool. And I got a thumb. Nice. You know what I say nowadays, Howie, is any thumb is a good thumb. Any comment is a good comment. Any view is a good view. That's the thing. Any little bit of attention to my channel, I can help promote good things. I was blabbing on a minute ago about, I want to do a 200 subscriber giveaway because I missed the 100. I was just kind of not with it, thinking that I was going to get 100 yet. And all of a sudden, boom, I was a little bit over. So I'm thinking, with the community's help, share this, and the sooner I get close to 200, I'll start arranging how I can do some kind of a giveaway. I just made my new logo. If you look, it's kind of a wave and also a spiral. So I'm going to try to at least make some stickers and try to move this forward. It's all about moving this thing forward. I want to start the Pacific Permaculture Institute, kind of a permaculture living, learning, training area at my house. And Not sure exactly how I'm going to go about it, but that's what I intend to do. And yeah, 100 plus is really good. Yeah. You know what? I'm blessed to get this many subscribers. And if everybody can just share it, just even by word of mouth with somebody else, maybe I can get up to 200 by the end of the year. At some point, it would be nice if this thing could get monetized, because then I can put that money towards some goodness. Okay. And maybe towards the Institute. And I've never done these giveaways. These just lately I've started the live stream. It's all new to me. I'm a YouTube kind of newbie here. I'm really, it took me a while, even in videos, to get comfortable in front of the camera. And that's the thing. So I'm just kind of getting used to the live stream by doing it. So the thing is, I'm going to keep doing it to get better at it. I'm not sure that giving away stickers of my own channel is necessarily like, wow, look what you got. Something to just promote me only. Maybe at least a t-shirt. So you got something to wear, even if you wear it inside out, so be it. Or like a cloth bag that has the logo. That way you also got something useful to you, not just like, wow, I've got his sticker. So what? Yeah, it was good. Yeah, so you know what I'm thinking, Howie, is if you notice in your life these Zoom calls are getting popular with meetings. So what I would like to do is get at least a few of the quote unquote permaculture channels and do a Zoom call one day. And then if they'll allow it, I can record that and use that also as a video. Or otherwise, just do it because I want to learn more about all this stuff. And the more I engage with it, the more I'm going to learn about it. Not just, I don't want to just watch a video of it. I want to get it locked in my cranium so that by doing it, so then it become like muscle memory. So I'm thinking the Zoom thing. I don't want to do Facebook. I don't want to get Zuckerberg. Okay. He's stealing information and selling it and making billions, and that's kind of wrong. Okay. And I don't like being profiled as much. So I can minimize that by avoiding his dumbass platform. So I'm not doing Facebook. I'm really not going to do Instagram because one little shot of, oh, look, I got a garden. No. I like YouTube, though. It's a bit more relaxed. So I'm kind of at the platforms that I'm wanting to engage with. Let me close that shade because there's some stuff going on that takes away from any nonsense that I talk about. So nonsense or good sense, call it whatever you want. I'm not so offended at this point in life of anything. So like I say, if everybody wants to comment, hey, you can comment towards me positive. You can comment negative. Comment about, hey, you're missing a hubcap on your car. Whatever you like. Any bit of interaction on this channel, I feel is helping me. You're viewing, even if you're viewing it and you speed it up to double times. So, or if you're doing your laundry and you turn it on and you don't actually watch it, so be it. It's all okay. I'm not going to hate on nobody. So, hey, I don't know if you're still here, but thanks for coming by. Like I say, really like your stuff. And I was really inspired by your channel doing that 24-hour live stream on Earth Day. And that kind of germinated something in my brain. And I think I said it on your channel, is that what if we got a bunch of people to do this and then we could spread it out? Say, I do 2 hours. Someone else does 2 hours, so 12 different channels can handle that over a 24-hour period. Or through all April, maybe there's 30 channels that each one takes a day. I don't know if April's got 30 or 31, but in any case, every day do a live stream regarding the earth, and all this kind of positivity. So House Cukes, nice. I guess you get kind of a colder temp up there generally, huh? We get a California, we tend to get in the Bay Area very mild, and so at where my house is, the growing season is from about like now, sometimes until like about December. Stays warm, and yeah, anybody who wishes to be involved. So yeah, I'm thinking moving forward, I'd like to figure out this Zoom thing and have a Zoom call, and at least have, not just me, have say 3 other YouTubers at least, and we get on there. And for one thing, we can interact better than just this thing where you can only type in. I like that the other people can actually talk and I can hear them, not just read what they're saying. And I know that can be videoed, of course, with the consent of the other participants, and we can, maybe that's a way to move all this thing forward a little bit more. StreamYards, is that a platform similar like YouTube? Well, Zoom, I believe, is a thing where what I looked into is like $14 a month for up to 100 people at a time, or maybe it's 15, but $14.98 or something. But I'm interested in pursuing that. I want to germinate this idea in the other YouTubers' minds a little bit before I spend for it. Not that it's a lot, just so that I want to try to see if people kind of get on board with the idea, and then I'll go ahead and go for it at some point. Interactive platform. Really? So I'll have to look into the StreamYard. I'll have to look into that. So that's my thing, is it, try to promote it. I've been promoting this in people's comments. I probably made a lot of people mad at me because I didn't really know how to promote it. So I went on people's comments that I was watching their video lately, and hey, live Sunday shout out live stream on my channel, 10 a.m. Pacific daylight savings time, and all this kind of stuff. Oh, okay. Google and YouTube are like streaming. Okay, cool. So if you want to put some comments about your channel, feel free, Howie. I don't know everything to say. I like your channel, Food Forest Permaculture, and really, I don't know how much I have to pay for this YouTube live stream. I think it might be an hour a month. I'm probably over. They'll probably be charging me. Interesting. And how do I coordinate that with the YouTube channel, I wonder? I don't want to have channels on a bunch of different platforms. That's probably kind of what I'm at, too. I want to stay kind of central. And I'm not the most techie. That's the thing. There you go. Plant a food forest, says Howie, of Food Forest Permaculture, and feed you and yours a lifetime. So maybe, Howie, maybe for Earth Day next year, we can, hopefully before then, but on Earth Day, maybe we can get together and do one of these live StreamYard or whatever you call it, or Zoom call, where a bunch of us get on and then send it out live. Or I'm not sure. Can we coordinate it live to where there's a live chat also and make it a live stream on here? Maybe we can get some techie friend or relative involved, and we can do that and run a nice Earth Day thing, and then just keep it rolling after that, once a month, or who knows, 4 times a year, whatever we can do. Google it, the YouTube channel. Okay, I will have to look into that. StreamYards. Don't know, I'm sure I've heard of it before, but sometimes we hear of a lot of things that we're not familiar, and then it just keeps going by us. We hear the term and it just like flashes right by our brainwave, and we just don't even interact because we're unfamiliar, instead of looking it up like a smart person would. Okay, so I'll start looking into this live stream. At least I got you on board. I'd like to get maybe 2 others to kind of round it out, and that way, we all don't want to just chit chat the whole time. We can break it up too. And I'm trying to maintain this on Sundays now. Why? Just because that's the day I picked for whatever reason. I think I had something to do on a Saturday when I started this. Just to, try to, get people to shout out their stuff, come over here, we interact, we learn, the whole thing. It's, if we can get this popping where we're doing this, that many people can get involved and call in and do this, I think it'll be much more fulfilling for everybody. "100 friends that are your following. It can be live on YouTube and StreamYards." Okay. Something I don't understand about it. It's just that maybe my brain isn't tuned up to how all this works. And interesting though. StreamYard. I'm glad this is on here, because I believe when I upload this video that the last time, I think the chat part didn't upload for some reason, but generally the live stream chat does upload. So something else I'm confused about. It's all new to me. Okay, so I'm learning. If somebody wants to hate on me, just put a bad review in the comments. Any comment is a good comment. And if you really hate it, send 5 more people to comment badly. That's totally fine. It's still, views and comments are good, no matter if they're a good comment. It's still good. Still promotes the channel. Hi, How to Garden. How you doing? Yeah. Putting a panel of sentient beings, Howie. So how's the climate where you're at, How to Garden, and where is it? But shout out your channel if you like. Talk about your channel, and I'll read it off here so someone can just listen instead of reading it if they want. We've had a little bit of rain. It's been warm because we're in the San Francisco Bay Area. We tend to get a mild climate. Now, there's several microclimates, many microclimates in the Bay Area. But I was going to say where we're at, we don't get excessive heat, but that all depends. Some areas get in the hundreds, some don't. And anyway, some is really influenced by the bay to be cooler. Some are beyond the hill, so they're not. There's really no absolute, except for we're in California, we're in the West Coast, We generally don't get snow, but on the mountaintops, once in a while we do. Right? So a few times a year. But down in the lower part, no. We Oh, are you anywhere near Dan Permaculture Food Forest? I think he said he's in 9B also. Welcome back, Howie. Welcome back. It's like I saw some old black and white movies years ago, and the guy comes to the island and they all do that kind of bowing salute, you know. I don't know what movie it was. You just get these weird things locked in your brain from watching movies, right? So, how many subscribers do you have, How to Garden? Subtropical. Wonderful. You know, gosh, I wish I could, you know, I could grow that kind of stuff. The subtropical can, and maybe I can grow some of it. I'm thinking I might be able to do a partial greenhouse area on the south side of my house and grow bananas and stuff. And I don't know. I'm tempted, definitely tempted. I like a lot of the tropical fruits and stuff, and it would just be cool to. You know, I'm a banana lover from way back. It'd just be so cool to grow my own bananas, and just wow. 12:10. What's that mean? Is that your time? Yeah. I think they said we've got almost all the microclimates in the Bay Area or some kind of crazy thing. There's like double digits of microclimates in the Bay Area. You know, you know, I want to utilize the climate at my house where, 1210 subscribers. Yahoo! Right on. Good for you. One day I plan to be at that and beyond, and I hope everybody on that comes here will be, if they're not already. And you know, we got to move these ideas forward, not just promote it to each other, but out in the outer community. You know, everybody should be growing one food plant on average. Every person. The United States has 340 million people, I believe. So 340 million food plants a year on average. Wow, we could change our food system so much for the better. So much. So anyway, I'm all over it. I'm all about that. So I don't know if you're here yet, How to Garden, but I was talking to Howie about, I'm thinking of doing this kind of Zoom call thing where many of us could be excuse me, on a call, and then it can be videoed and maybe uploaded as a video, or if somebody more techie than me, maybe we can go live on the live stream and have that somehow at the same time, and kind of just draw more people into our community and make it stronger, and we can talk instead of just I talk and read things. You know, it would be more ideal if I could make more of that happen than just a live chat. That's kind of a, you know, kind of a third-rate way to have things, but it's the best I had available now, so that's what I started here. And also, I was mentioning that we want to, well, I'd like to have more around Earth Day. Howie had a 24-hour live stream on Earth Day, and that was part of what inspired me. Some other channels inspired me too. It wasn't the only thing, but it helped to get me on this road to making a live stream, even though I thought I wasn't quite ready. I wanted to have it only in the garden and all this, but everything isn't perfect in life, so too bad. And nice. So how long have so how long have you been at the YouTube How To? That's funny. That's funny. The gardening and permaculture people tend to be better at gardening and permaculture than we are with all the techie stuff. so then we're kind of shot out of the what's going on with the best way forward with all the technical stuff. Yeah. So, I'm just stumbling forward here, trying to make things better, trying to keep 9 months. Wow, you're zooming. You're really zooming already. Wow, I've been at this. It's almost 4 years. I don't even have 200. But as a caveat, I have to say, I didn't promote this to my relatives because I didn't want to get heckled. They're not necessarily in my mind frame, okay? They tend to be more mainstreamers, not so many gardeners, this type of thing. So I just didn't want to deal, okay? I'm sure any of you that have relatives know what's up with that. I just didn't promote it to any of them. And I promote it to people I work with that they're on different wavelength too. We're at work. We're not in a garden somewhere, so they're not necessarily the core group that's gonna come. Yeah, my family always acted like I was crazy, stupid, or lazy, and to varying degrees, yeah. Stupid and lazy were the biggest factors. Crazy, not so big. Although my dad once said I was a dreamer, and now I take that's my badge of honor, that I am a dreamer. You have to dream of something being better before you make it better. So that's the thing. Great, yeah. Hey, if you got 1,200 subscribers, you're not so crazy. You're doing all right. Says me. I got a relative that started off, and I joined his channel. He had 200 subscribers 4 years ago. And I knew about it maybe a month or two after he started, or 3 months. And now that man has 300 and some thousand subscribers. This is for a guy that rides a mountain bike along trails. And it's the same, to me, it's more or less the same scene over and over and over. So it's possible. We just got to get the word out, spread the word, talk it up, I guess. And of course, it's not just about entertainment with what we're doing, gardening and permaculture. So, a bunch of slouches on the couches just want to sit back and watch some guy ride a mountain bike maybe, but they don't want to think. And we tend to be the thinkers, I think, the permaculturists and the gardeners. So maybe we're on a different wavelength than the platform can deal with. I want to have actual value videos. I want people to learn and teach me even. Come and learn and teach. And that's what the Pacific Permaculture Institute is going to be about, is people coming together, learning, teaching, spreading the word to make a more sustainable, regenerative society. And how that's all going to flesh out, in fact, I'm not really sure, but I have the intention of moving this thing forward. And I'm sure there'll be some that'll come and say, you're not perfect. Okay, but I'm doing what I can where I'm at in my space. So that's the thing. And we're just all moving forward here, trying to make things better while we're breathing. Because as far as I know, once we hit that spirit world, we have a limited amount. We can scare somebody into something, maybe haunt them a little bit, but we can't physically put a shovel in, as far as I know, and add a few nice crops for someone to eat a good, healthy meal. So we got to stay alive as long as we can if we're going to do good in this world. Me being dead ain't going to do it. So that's my take on life anyway. It's like, hey, my time, now I have more time and availability, but hey, the clock's ticking. So I got to keep pushing this out and try to get it out there. That would be a good thing if there's no more global economy, Howie. Yahoo! Right on. And I'll show you the logo of this guy. Because he actually, he set up a website for me for the county where I'm in California. It was Contra Costa County. So it was Contra Costa Permaculture. and I couldn't upload a video. And the only way I could do it was like from YouTube or something to the website. And he said, well, why didn't you do it? And that's kind of one of the stimulus I got to just start a YouTube channel. And I thought, well, maybe this will take off and we can get a more regenerative, sustainable, you know, earth-centered, people-centered economy going. And I haven't accomplished it on my end, but I have 100 subscribers and I'm pushing forward with that kind of attitude. And you know what I'm going to do. I can do what I can. That's all. Let me see if I can find the sweatshirt with his logo on it, because just saying it isn't good enough. Visual is better. Okay, so if you're into mountain biking or know somebody that is, BKXC is the thing. You know, he's not into environment and all that. He's just into having a good time. And this is supporting his this is his economy, the YouTube channel. So anyway, he did a good turn to me a couple times, helping me out build a website. And then he encouraged me to have a YouTube. So he's part of the reason I'm here. And that's the thing. He rides way high-end bikes that I would never, no way. I could buy a car for the price, you know, but each his own. And, oh, thank you, How To. And as I say, anybody wants to come and comment or shout out, I mean, it's just, oh, wow. I didn't know that about toasters, but you know what? I do have a sun oven that I haven't engaged yet, and I have to. Because, you know what? We have a lot of sun here. And I'm thinking, even if I just put my waffles in there, you're saving a little energy. And I think part of the solar oven thing is, too, that we get outside when we're cooking. We're not detached from nature. I haven't gone to buy a lot of products because I'm not Mr. Joe Consumer. You know, I can tell you, though, that the volume coming into the ports is down. I do know that. And for me, I was working at cruise ships, and boom, that got shut off. So my ability to work where I make money is greatly reduced. So I have more time to cogitate what I can do with this channel. And I wish I knew somebody else that had a sun oven that could directly show me what they did and, you know, give me a pamphlet. How long to make a cake, how long to cook sweet potato or beet or who knows, you know, and boom, it'd be easier for me to start. But one day, I've had it like 3 years and I haven't engaged in dealing with it yet, right? But as I've said, at my house, really good solar gain. So I'll be able to cook up some stuff in there. I'm a little bit scared to deal with meats in there, but at least some vegetable stuff. And a big part of it's just inspiring other people. You know, I want to inspire more people. And maybe we don't need all them toasters and stuff anymore. Maybe we can do without it. Maybe there's a workaround with a sun oven or a partial sun oven that uses some gas. You know, or, you know, maybe there's workarounds like that. Or partial electricity and sun. You know, maybe we can start building our own little toaster ovens and stuff that are like that. I mean, permaculture has such potential at a local level to start just building all kinds of things. Some people can be the builders. Some guy can have the showroom, all the solar devices. You know, we can just build this out into more local economy. If we can, you know, we're not supposed to gather with giant amounts of people. Cool. Let's have small pods of people gathering in permaculture groups, planting, harvesting, eating. You know, it just just do a food forest frenzy, just plant it out, harvest it out, cook it in our sun oven, have a nice lunch, ferment something we had, drink it up, party down a little bit, enjoy our life. Yeah. I think even solar water heat, we could have local producers building these solar water panels, even if it's only a temporary. Maybe only take a solar hot shower. Okay, you're still saving some gas and you're promoting local economy if you get a local builder of these things. There's 400,000 people in Oakland. What if 10% of those people bought a solar water heater just to have a solar shower once a week in? Just the economics of that are crazy good. I mean, I don't know, to build 40,000, that would just be wild economics. We could just make the economy in the Bay Area just flow just off a few little things here and there if we channel our energies the right way. We just got to get it started and get people willing to pay that a local artisan built this, and they got to be able to back it up too, right? It can't be all leaky and junk. It's got to work right. And totally pursue the money stream aspect. Oh, I just put up water. You know what? Howie, I want to tell you, there is a place called LA Apparel. It's in Los Angeles. They are making masks. Now, people say they're a little pricey. 3 for $30, cotton mask, different colors you can get, men and women's and all this. So here's the thing. Maybe it's a tad pricey, but they're made in California, and they went from having employees of around 400 to 1,000 employees. So yeah, maybe it's a little pricey, but can each Californian afford to pay a little bit more to have more Californians employed? If that's the only thing you're getting out that's USA made this year or California made, is it worth the expense? Now, to me, it was, because I'm helping other Californians to work, and I'm getting something I need and that I tried to make, I couldn't make. And this kind of thing, or if we can coordinate more of that, wow, the economy can take off. I don't care if the governor opens the economy or not. If we can all do well, call it closed if you want. If we can all thrive, so be it. Call it shut down and sheltered in place. Face shields, that could be another cottage industry. Face shields, local face shields. Hazmat suit, they have this suit called Tyvek that was running low, and I get them to paint in. When I'm painting the house, let me go mute a second as my friend comes by. Anyway, so they ran out because everybody's panicking out, right? What if we had some kind of suit you could put on to keep the paint off you, paint your house that some local artisans made? Wouldn't that be cool? It's going to cost more than $14, like the Tyvek brand, whatever one was. But say, I don't know what the price point would be that people would be willing to pay. What if it's $50? Because it's saving a lot of money in clothes that get ruined. What if it's $50 and some few individuals can make $10 on a suit, but everybody buys one? That's huge economy of scale. Huge. They can be out there changing, check their oil, wear it, whatever. So you're right. Hazmat suit. Yeah. Style suit. Great. I don't have a lot of the skills. That's a problem. Yeah. You know what? Yeah, I agree. Let's look for solutions, not just have something to complain about. If we have something to complain about, let's, and we want to say, blah, 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 offer a solution. Don't just put a bug in somebody's ear so it's hurting their ear and not offer that, hey, there is a better way forward. Let's try this. Even if it doesn't work out, promote some way forward, not just backward negative thinking of this is horrible. Well, yeah, such and such may be horrible. How do we make it better than horrible? How do we make it great? How do we help people to not just survive in this world, but thrive? So every percentage to the better is better. Yeah, that's totally. It's like this. So-called, we had a drought in California. I mean, this is a constant. California. We utilize the water not in the best manner to make everything thrive in California. There's a lot of it just get wasted by going down the drain because people are hand washing all their darn bowls and all this kind of craziness. They're overwashing their cars. And so for years, I would maybe once a year wash my car. And people at work hate on me. The guy says, oh, well, blah, blah, I said, look, I'm complaining because my car looked all dusty and dirty. And I said, look, I'm saving water. Oh, well, if you go to the car wash, he says, they usually recycle the water. And, that's not 100% true at all. He believes it is, but it's not. And, but I said, you know what? I'm saving even more by not going very often. I would go through the drive-through one once a year, twice a year. So now I'm back to, I just wash it. I'll just hand wash it myself a couple times a year. But my thought was, I'd rather use that water to grow food, prepare food, or maybe wash myself